More AB news. We broke this before, and I didn't think that this was real. I thought this was fake. I thought somebody said this and just tagged into it and was trying to make some money off Instagram, which is possible. Let me read it to y'all so that you can understand why I think this was fake. From Antonio Brown via Antonio Brown's Twitter. My biggest regret in my career doesn't involve calling my GM a cracker. Stop right there.
Want to clarify that for y'all. I want that to be crystal clear.
I want to let y'all know that dude is a cracker to me, is what AB just said. I don't regret that at all. Or showing up to the Raiders camp late in a hot air balloon with frozen feet. AB talking about I got frozen feet. No, you were in a cryogenic chamber with no socks on. With frozen feet. Gonna keep going. Go ahead. Because I got to get through the whole statement. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish your statement.
Or throwing rocks at the UPS driver. And it definitely doesn't involve me taking my shirt off and doing a victory lap around the Jet Stadium. Not even going to talk about how he threw dicks at his ex-fiance. Not even going to talk about that. Jet Stadium and throwing up the deuces. Or dyeing my mustache blonde. Or whatever. Not hit this.
Love that blonde mustache.
The blonde mustache to throw dicks at your ex-fiance when you mad at her? That's mean. First of all, let me get through this because I broke that down before. That means either you had a bag of candy dicks lying around your apartment or lying around your house, or you went somewhere and bought some candy penises to come back and throw them at your ex-fiance. Either way, that's a wild life you living. But anyway, keep moving.
That is that's not funny, but that is one of the most disrespectful things you can do in the history of existence.
And you know if it was fruit snacks, you know he said eat a dick. You know he said eat a dick and threw it at her. Because I know that's what I would say. If I'm that bold and that bad to where I have to go buy a bag of dicks and edible dicks and throw them at you, I would say eat a dick. Anyway, he says, back to AB, he says, my biggest regret is that I'll never get to see me, Antonio Brown, play a game live. Now, we talked about this on Saturday Morning Live, but it's the truth. He says, sure, I can watch the game afterwards, but I can't imagine what that was like for you all to see something like that, like watching the Beatles or Jesus perform at Red Rocks. My man called himself the Beatles or Jesus.
I don't hate it.
What?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Like, go for it, bro. Turn on up. You were never supposed to be
my nigga, turn down. You've been turned up since you drank peroxide and dyed your mustache.
Nah, bro. You were never supposed to be here. He was like 5th, 6th rounder. None of that. And then now you're living the life.
Didn't he go to Western Michigan or Central Michigan or something like that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was Central Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the guy that nobody ever believed in to being, y'all might not want to call him the greatest, but he was a top.
The greatest what?
NFL.
The greatest
like, what? No. When I say greatest, like you may not want to put him in the category with some of the greatest guys of all time. But during his tenure, he was at the top.
And what is one thing that all black megastar flamboyant personalities have when it comes to, I will say he's a marketing genius. He's probably making more money now than he.
See, I kind of went back and forth between, is he a marketing genius or sometimes you just can't miss. Sometimes, you'll be in the gym and you'll be shooting and you won't even be putting your best effort in, but your shot will just be on that day. And I think that right now, I don't know which one it is. I had this debate with myself pregame and for the pregame. And I'm definitely thinking to myself, like, is he a marketing genius or is he just
I'm gonna let you know right now. This is why I think he's a marketing genius, because within 4 days after me saying nobody's doing that lame ass dance that he's doing and performing at Rolling Loud, literally every single young athlete has been doing the put that shit on dance. So I gotta digress and give you your kudos, Norwood. You said it's catching on, and I old manned it up and said, "Fuck out of here! Ain't nobody doing that dumbass shit." And literally, everybody is doing that. I mean, everybody, and everybody from Florida.
It's simple. It's funny. I knew. As soon as I saw this is gonna be knocked out of the park.
And the fact that it worked so well with the gritty, that's really the dance right now. You just add that to the gritty, and you are jamming.
Yes, and I don't know how it makes me feel if I'm like Roger Goodell or if I'm ownership, because it's like this guy is such a thorn in my side. But this is good marketing. But it's kind of like he's winning, even though he's not playing. His influence is
it's strong.
It's undeniable. It's not strong. It's undeniable. I'm not even playing football. I'm not even interested in football.
And the way that he quit, he basically spit at the league, and is now making the league, and then came back and trolled the biggest owner in the league. Jerry Jones is the owner of all owners in the league. It is. He is what it is.
That is not a troll.
He came out here and said, "Hey, y'all have wide receiver troubles. You can hire. You can come get me. Tell Jerry Jones call me, because he's still good."
That's not a troll. I think that was an opening negotiation. I think that's how he would negotiate, and I think that's how Jerry would negotiate. And I would have assumed. I don't think that Jerry has reached out directly. But I think that Jerry has spoken to somebody who's spoken to somebody who spoke to AB. I 100% believe that.
Yeah.
Because you lost Amari Cooper. Jerry and him are a match made in heaven. And I mean, I hate to say it. What about? I mean, if I can only get maybe 10 or 12 games out of him before I have to let him go, that's fine.
I'm in the playoffs. Win the division.
Yeah.
I ain't think about it that way. But hey, I don't know. I don't know if they could. Heartbeat. I don't know if he and Jerry would be able. Well, Jerry's had a lot of big personalities.
Yes. If you can deal with Charles Haley, you can deal with anybody.
Beating the shit out your team. Deion Sanders holding Bible study with Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin. Nope, there was a joke there about cocaine in the Bible, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Please, leave that. For me, he fits. And I know Jerry's a guy trying to win a championship. If he can get 10, 12 games out of AB, that's great. Imagine if you get all 17.
Yeah, man.
And, boy, oh, my goodness.
Imagine if they get him and OBJ. Imagine if they get him and OBJ. You get him for the first 10 games and get OBJ for the last 7.
That's all you want. That's one of the best receivers in the NFL. Hell.
You have a number one with our powers combined. We are the leading receiver in the NFL. Dak Prescott would be crazy. Yeah. Man. Yeah. But speaking of Florida boys, AB's a Florida boy.
Kanye would definitely perform at Jerry's World immediately, too.
A million times. And make $700 billion.
Jerry ain't going to let him stay in there, though. You got to go home, Kanye.
Shit. Jerry gonna let him stay there?
Kanye, you gotta go home.
Jerry, if Kanye say, I'll give you 40%.
Jerry might be down there with
Jerry
Kanye.
Gonna be like, what kind of weed you need? You need weed? You need coke? Yeah. You know I got Jerry pills. Like, hey, you need women? You know I got women too. Like
that's what I was just about to say. Hey, bro, I saw what you and AB did. How about AB? You call a few. Kanye, you call a few.
I bring the vanilla for the chocolate. We good to go.
Hey, and
on the yacht too. They gonna take him out on the yacht.
You know, kickback. Yeah. You want to see where I draft from? Boy, that is.
As a matter of fact, I'm all for it. If y'all put AB on the Cowboys, you better stop Hard Knocks. Where are they now? Where are they? Detroit. Man, fuck the Lions. You better switch over to the damn Cowboys with AB right on. Hey, we're gonna do a switch.
Right on to Dallas.
We don't have anything written
in Detroit.
It don't matter.
In Detroit to watch, man, except for Jamal Williams. That's it.
Jamal Williams cry and what's his name dancing.